up? I'm in an amazing mood right now because the Dolphins are 2-0. They just beat the Ravens after being down 7-28. But anyways, update on the Jimny. Me and Jen tackled 2 more areas the other day. We finished the hood scoop, courtesy of All Things JDM. Looking nice and clean. And then she did this fender again. Look at that. Hire us to wrap your car because we are killing it. Update on the Miata now. Can't catch a break. Cannot catch a break. Came outside the other day, someone tried to break in the car. I guess they viewed it as a sitting duck since it looks like this. They didn't take anything because there really isn't anything to take. But, I mean, it's already totaled. The fact that they did this kind of just is like insult to injury. But we're gonna stay optimistic. We're not gonna let that bring us down. Update on the raffle too. Time recording this video, we're probably down to like 90 slots. So if you bought a slot, thank you very much. In my opinion, one of the best bang for buck upgrades you could do on any K car, just any old car in general, is sound deadening. I'm a big component of getting one of these super old cars and just making it as modern and as livable as possible. You guys saw I put Apple CarPlay in my other cars. I want to be able to drive this car as a daily and not feel like it's from 1993. So if I can improve the sound deadening and just turn this knock from to me, it's worth it. I got 36 square feet of this from Amazon for 70 bucks, I believe, or like 65, and it should make a pretty big difference. The areas I want to cover are the wheel wells, right here, right there. If I can get some under there, that'd be a pro, but I don't really care about it too much. And then I want to get some by my feet, and then definitely the entire headliner. The fact that I have no interior already and I have no headliner just makes life a little easier, but this should make a noticeable difference for $70. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's like upgrading a turbo and it's like, wow, it made such a big difference. But for 70 bucks, you kind of can't beat it, and it doesn't hurt the car in any way. But before that, I want to tackle areas like this. So I bought some Naval Jelly Rust Dissolver. I've never used it before, but people are telling me that this is one of the best things to use. So I'm just gonna brush this on this whole area before I cover it with sound deadening, and then I want to spray it with this. That way, hopefully it doesn't get any worse. I don't want to cover this and then water gets under, then now I have even more problems. So I'm hoping that these two things together should just help it at least. I don't really like seeing a hole there in the first place. And then I also have another one right here. So I'm hoping to get some sound deadening and just cover that up a little bit as well. But I want to buy fabric this week and get this all done. Put the seat covers I got from All Things JDM. And the Jimny, honestly, in my opinion, by October 1st, I think we'll be 100% done. I gotta get the mirrors on. I gotta do this with the guy Robert. Me and Jen didn't do this just because it seems too hard. I'm not even gonna lie, it seems very difficult. So I'm gonna wait till the expert Robert to at least help us and guide us through this. So we'll worry about that later. And then the roof, sadly, is most likely gonna have to be black. I don't have enough material, and I'm done searching and spending so much money on this car. Like, it's supposed to be a budget build. But anyways, let's start this video. All right, so it says to put it in like a little bowl and use a brush. I'm just gonna use this sponge and just throw it away after. But from what I saw on YouTube, it's like a, yeah, it's like a cool pink jelly. I guess, I don't even know how much I need. I think that looks like a lot, honestly. So let's just close this back up. Let's not make my little cancer car any worse. Next step is to brush off any dirt. So I'm gonna get a 220 grit paper and kind of just scrub everything off and then brush it with this. Now let's get this jelly. And I guess just lather it on. I feel like I don't have enough actually. Oh look, it's almost like hydrogen peroxide. And when it touches, it just bubbles up right away. So here's the second hole. It's not too bad, but if I can do some preventative maintenance, I guess I'm gonna do the best I can. But you can see right away, once I put it, it turns into like a white little foam. So the bottle says to let this sit for about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do that while the trunk is open, and then the next step is to spray with fresh water. So it's been about like 10 minutes, and you can see most of the pink is gone, and it has like a, I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel rusty. It feels like smooth now. Like there's not really, it says to do it over and over until you don't see any rust. But I don't even know what that means. But the next step is to put some water on here. So here's some fresh water. Funny enough, there's some holes, so I think that it'll just leak out and it won't be too annoying to clean up. You can see it dropping right there. But I'm gonna put some water on here. I'm gonna try to do it with 2 hands, and then, oh look, it has some type of chemical reaction. Oh, all of it is like that, honestly. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and then we'll see what happens next. But look, you can see it's now turning white. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe it's gonna be even more smooth, but it's working. I think it's pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna do more than one coat. I think after this I'm gonna just spray paint this on, because it's not a budget build, but it's still a 1993 rusty 187,000 Jimny, and I'm not trying to go too crazy. The fact that I even bought this, I feel like I should be applauded, honestly. But let's let this sit. Let's let this chemical reaction do what it do, and then next we'll spray paint this, and then we can start working on the sound deadening. So I figured while I let this dry, because here how it looks right now after about like 10 minutes, I'm gonna start doing the sound deadening. I got Kilomat instead of Noiko because they were sold out, and I kind of wish that I got Noiko instead, because these only come by one sheet at a time, and the Noiko ones would be like along like 3 of these together, so it makes stuff like the headliner or just flat surfaces in general super easy. But we're gonna work what we have right now, so let's use this. It's pretty self-explanatory. The only thing you really have to do is put this down, and then if you want, you could buy these to just flatten it out. So for example, you see how it has like an embossed fit? When I do that, it kind of flattens it out, and apparently that makes the sound deadening better. Is that true or false? Who knows? But let's do a time lapse of me doing the roof really quick. Roof's done. I didn't get every single little area, but I want to have some room left over, so when I put the actual fabric, I'll be able to. And that's exactly why somebody hit my car, because people drive like this down here. But anyways, now that this is done, I want to tackle this area. This pretty much seems dry, so I'm going to do the spray paint now. I'm going to definitely need 2 hands for that, but I'm going to just do quick little. Maybe I don't need 2 hands. We'll just do this. So now we let this dry. I'm gonna apply one more coat, and then I'll do the sound deadening from like right here forward. Now that all this is dry, let's start to put the pieces down. I'm going to just do this first. I'm not gonna worry about the wheel well so much. I just want to start back here and just make sure all this is nice and flat. As you can see, there's some rivets, so it kind of makes sense to go like this. Put it down like this instead of like that. Make sure they're nice and tight. And then, since I'm an expert at wrapping cars, it's kind of easy to do this, you know? Those 2 are done. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Make sure when you're doing this, you cut little holes there, and the same for the driver's side or whatever car you're doing it for. I only have about 6 sheets left, so I think I'm going to resume this tomorrow, because I definitely want to get some here and on the driver's side as well, because most of the engine noise really, and noise just in general, comes from the engine bay. So if I feel like if I get some there and there, I'll be pretty satisfied. But the fact that the roof is done and the fact that here is done, I know the car's going to sound completely different. Things I want to get done this week. Today's Monday. I want to have a super productive week with the Jimny. I'm actually about to drive to the homie who's going to help me with the wrap. I was just over there, but he told me that most likely what I'm going to have to do is probably paint this area, which I'm not excited about, just because I feel like this is such a key part of the car. I'm already settling but getting the roof black. I don't also want this to be black, honestly, but we're going to see what happens. Maybe he can work some magic, or maybe we could just figure something out. But I want to get that done. I don't want to say finish the interior, but I definitely want to not have it look like this anymore. I want to buy the fabric. I want to put the headliner on. I want to put the black carpet on. I want to install my seats. I want to install my seat covers. I want to install my shift knobs. I got a bunch of parts coming from Japan this week or next week, hopefully. And I want the Jimny to be ready to go. We still haven't even put WayBeforeTheFame on the car. The whole reason I drive these K cars is one, because they're super fun cars, but it's for advertisement. We got to advertise this YouTube channel right here. So hopefully I get that done this week too. And I want to hurry up and go on this road trip. But yeah, like I said, new mirrors coming soon, fender mirror coming soon, a blow valve coming soon, a boost gauge coming soon, voltage gauge coming soon, hard intercooler pipes coming soon, spoiler coming soon, a bunch of fun stuff coming soon. So subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.